Welcome to the show. We are kicking things off with the intense matchup between the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs have taken the first two games, dominating with a 16-6 scoreline, but the Mets have shown some serious hitting prowess, managing to out-hit them across those initial contests. We dive into the pitching battle between David Peterson of the Mets and Javier Assad of the Cubs, looking at the stats that suggest a tough road ahead for the Mets.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This Allen 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at a massive victory for the New York Mets. Mark Vientos was the star, hitting 2 towering home runs and driving in 4 runs to secure a decisive 5-1 win over the Los Angeles Angels. We break down how Clay Holmes managed to keep the Angels contained and what this performance means for the Mets series momentum. We continue with the Mets lineup news. We are tracking the progress of Mets prospect A.J. Ewing, who is extending his hitting streak, alongside Nick Morabito, who has reached 3 times for Syracuse. Find out what these rising talents are doing to build the future of the New York club. And finally, we wrap up with the latest on the Mets versus Cubs predictions and odds. We break down the betting lines and what the experts are saying about the upcoming showdown. Don't miss a second of the action. Stay locked in and make sure you subscribe right now for all your top-tier sports news. The New York Mets face the Chicago Cubs in Game 3 of their series today, April 19, 2026. The Cubs currently hold a 2-0 lead, having outscored the Mets 16-6 across the first 2 contests. Despite the Cubs' scoring advantage, the Mets have demonstrated superior hitting, though they are struggling significantly with run production, averaging just 2.25 hits per run scored. This contrasts sharply with the Cubs, who rank 6th in runs scored with 106 runs over 20 games. While the Cubs possess the bat advantage, both pitching staffs have shown similar performance this season. On the mound, David Peterson of the Mets will face Javier Assad of the Cubs. Peterson has struggled, posting an 8.79 ERA across his 3 starts in April, including a recent outing where he allowed 14 earned runs over 14.1 innings. Analysts express significant doubt about the Mets' ability to score, particularly given Peterson's struggles. For the Cubs, Javier Assad enters the game following a difficult outing against the Philadelphia Phillies, where he surrendered 11 hits and 9 runs over 4.1 innings. The Cubs are looking to replicate a previous success, having given up only 1 hit and 0 runs in a start against the Tampa Bay Rays. Based on the analysis, the prediction leans toward the Chicago Cubs, with the money line favored at -125. Betting options for this matchup are available at FanDuel Sportsbook, which is currently offering a new customer promotion of up to $250 in bonus bets on a first winning $5 wager. The New York Mets secured a decisive 5-1 victory over the Los Angeles Angels on Sunday, marking their second win in a 3-game series and breaking a losing streak. The offensive firepower of Mark Vientos was a key factor, as he blasted 2 home runs and drove in 4 runs in the contest. Right-hander Clay Holmes pitched effectively, allowing only 1 run over 6 2/3 innings. Holmes recorded 4 hits, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. This win extends the Mets' run of victories, including 2 wins in their recent series against Minnesota. The Mets managed the lineup effectively, despite facing injury concerns, as Bichette was utilized at shortstop, following Ronnie Mauricio's left thumb fracture and Francisco Lindor's calf strain, both of whom remain on the injured list. The Angels managed to score early, taking a 1-0 lead in the first inning when Zach Neto and Mike Trout worked walks, followed by a 1-out run-scoring single. The Mets established a commanding 2-1 lead in the 4th inning when Vientos hit a towering 2-run home run, soaring 427 feet beyond the center field fence. The Angels remained competitive until the 8th inning, when Taylor Saucedo hit Brett Baty with his first pitch of the inning, followed by an RBI double from Carson Bench, pushing the score to 3-1. Vientos followed up with another 2-run homer to left field, cementing the Mets' lead. The Mets' defense also shone, with left fielder MJ Melendez making a diving catch in the 6th inning and Benj securing a diving catch in right field to end the 9th inning. The Angels were struggling, having endured a season-high 7-game losing streak on Saturday and holding a dismal 2-12 record since April 18. Looking ahead, the Mets have not named a starter for their series opener against RHP Tomoyuki Sugano on Monday, while the Angels will feature RHP Jose Soriano in their series opener against Davis Martin. The New York Mets secured a decisive 5-1 victory over the Los Angeles Angels on Sunday, powered by a dominant performance from Mark Vientos. Vientos was the offensive catalyst, hitting 2 home runs and driving in 4 runs in the win. The Mets starting pitcher, Clay Holmes, delivered a strong outing, allowing only 1 run over 6 2/3 innings. Holmes finished with a 4-2 record, having pitched 2 of the 3 games in the series, and helping the Mets win a series for the 2nd time since April 7. The Mets lineup showcased resilience, with key players stepping up despite injuries. Bichette handled shortstop for New York, following the injury to Ronnie Mauricio, while Francisco Lindor was also on the injured list with a calf strain. The game featured key offensive contributions from the Angels, including an RBI single by Jorge Soler. The Angels had struggled, ending a season-high 7-game losing streak on Saturday and maintaining a 2-12 record since April 18. The game started with the Angels taking a 1-0 lead in the 1st inning, thanks to walks from Zach Neto and Mike Trout, followed by a 1-out run-scoring single. The Mets quickly responded, taking a 2-1 lead in the 4th inning when Vientos launched a towering 2-run homer, 427 feet, deep into center field. The Mets extended their lead in the 8th inning when Taylor Saucedo hit Brett Beatty, followed by an RBI double from Carson Benj, which brought the score to 3-1. Vientos followed up with another 2-run home run to left field to seal the victory. The Mets' defense was also notable, with left fielder MJ Melendez making a diving catch in the 6th inning and Benj making a diving catch in the 9th inning. Looking ahead, the Mets have not yet named a starter for their series opener in Colorado against Tomoyuki Sugano on Monday. Meanwhile, the Angels will feature RHP Jose Soriano in Monday's series opener against Davis Martin. The New York Mets continue to show promise in their prospect pipeline, with A.J. Ewing extending his hitting streak and Nick Morabito achieving a significant milestone by reaching 3 times for the Syracuse team. The developments underscore ongoing player performance and momentum within the organization. John Flanagan was quoted in connection with these updates, highlighting the continued focus on developing talent within the Mets system.